fine women.
Why, did somebody say something?
Okay, let's get these flaps done. Firstly, you've got to cut out this little wedge just here. So we take our Exacto knife. I'm looking on the same angle, going down about the same. I like to just cut a little line so I can see what I'm doing. That's where I want it. And then on an angle, cut in and down. Takes a bit of patience, don't rush it, and you should be able to lift out the wedge. There's our wedge of foam out, so that can now move. Now we've got to do this bit here. I'm going to cut that line out as well. I'll just adjust the camera. There we go. Now you can see that line better. Again, you've got to go along that line. You need to put your knife through and I just drag it down nicely through, taking off that little bit of foam. Okay. There we go. Now you just need to loosen that flap up. Trim up any excess that you want to get rid of there. Okay. Let's just take that out a bit so we can see there. And there you go. There's our flap, nicely cut. Okay, next we're going to insert the servo. So I'll just lift the tape here. Carefully does it, just to expose them wires. I don't want to. Okay, time to glue our servo in. I've just got the old blue HXT 900, should do the job nicely for flaps. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue just on the base. You don't want much, just enough to hold it, and then slot it in, line her up, press her down and just hold her for a tick until she cools. Okay, so that's that part done, that's in. Next we have to run our wire. Should have a long servo wire, and we need to run it along the channel, and it's going to go through there. Now I've already done the other side. I wanted to get that done just to make sure it all fitted, and I've seen that you can just put it in here. You don't have to take this out. Someone else took that out. There's no need to. It just pushes through. There's a hole there for it. Just take a screwdriver afterwards, carefully look where you're putting it, and just push it through. Then turn her over. Look down where it is. Get a pair of tweezers. There's a nice slot down there, you can see it. You just need to grab it and pull it through. And there you have it. Now what I did, because you're going to end up with a couple of here, I just took a little bit of tape and just wrapped around it, got me Sharpie and put an F on it, so I know that they're the flaps. Then I'm ready to join them ones up. Okay, that's going to sit in the channel nicely when we re-tape it. So that's that part done. Next we need to fit the control horns. They come supplied, so I put them on where they've got to go. I've got a nifty old tool, an old Exacto, that I've put a drill in. So line up where you want it. I want it to go there, and then just drill your holes through. It's right on the tape, so I just go right through that tape. Okay. We put our control horn on, line up the holes, and push that through. On the other side. Okay, we've put the hinges on. A little tip, on the other side here, the plate that goes on the other side, make sure you screw the screws into it first to get some thread, because it's got no thread, so you want to get that in there at least. Anyway, next up is the link. So we just stick that in there, turn it round, and connect her up. Slide her on. That's all we can do for now. So we've got our flap in, and we've got our mechanism on. Next up is we need to have a look at fitting the retract in here. So our first job is unscrewing these. See, that plate lifts out. Rightio, now we've got our pocket there. One of our retracts, and let's have a look. See, that's going to go in there, and the wheel's going to go in there. Okay, I fitted the wheel to the strut, and we're ready to put her in now. She fits in there nicely. Now, on the forums, some of the people that have shown pictures are like how we saw someone took out the bolt to put the bolt holder to put the wires through. People have had trouble, where do you put this and the joiner? You've got your joiner, a great big joiner there, so where do you put it? Well, I've looked at it before I've done it, and if you look here, what I've done is I've taken my blade and I've just scraped out in here. There's a little channel right at the end of the plastic here, this plastic bit. Right here there's a channel. And if you just very carefully, the foam just falls out. You can just scrape it out. Scrape out back in there a little bit. And then scrape out under here a little bit. The foam just falls out. Okay. Now take the extension that you've got. Big end up there. And just pull it down into the slide. It just slides underneath there. You see that? It just slid underneath there. Here, I'll just... There's that little slot we've cut out at the end of the plastic. It was already there, I just made it a little bit bigger. Okay, let's connect the joiner up. Right, pull that through a bit and let's have a look here. Right, what I'd do is what you got to do is you just got to push this into there. You've made a little hole there, so you just push it down. Right, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold that wire. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to fold that wire and put it underneath there because there's a slot down here.